Welcome to Keisha's Little Oven. You are watching DeliDeli. I am Keisha.
And my name is Leslie Huggins, or you could call me Roland.
Now, today we are going to make some traditional black cake. So now we're about to make our Trini Black Cake. Well, the long time way, I should say, traditional black cake. And well, basically I am using my hand. It's not cake mixer. So what I normally do, well, I already have my sugar here, which is 1 cup. So basically that is like a ½ pound. So I'm using ½ pound of butter. Now they have the butter back in the stick, like they had it before, where they used to call it the stick of butter. So I'm using 2 sticks of butter, which is basically ½ pound. Right, so I have my butter and my sugar here. I'm about to cream. So this is how I cream my butter the long time way. Well, before they used to wash the butter because the butter was more salty, but now it's not that salty. So I don't need to wash the butter. I'm just creaming it together with my brown sugar because we are making black cake, so that's why I'm using the brown sugar. I'm trying to bring everything together. And I have everything close by. Being as though I'm using my hand, what I normally do, I put my egg together with it. So the egg will, as the egg is a bit watery, it will cause the sugar to melt faster. Where when you use a cake mixer, you just beat your sugar and your butter together only until it's creamy and nice, and then you add your eggs. So I'm going to add my eggs one by one. So now I'm going to put my lime zest. So that is to cut all the lime, and still I will add a little drop of puncheon while I'm mixing it. Because the puncheon will cut all the fresh because of the pure alcohol, I should say. So as you all can see, the sugar is basically partly melted already. So that is why I put my egg in faster, and some people will take a while. Because it's hand, so I got to cut time. So as my sugar is melted now, I'm going to add my essence and my spice. So I have some white vanilla essence. It's basically like a teaspoon, and same with my mixed essence, and then some cinnamon. And bring all these together, let it combine together, so you'll get a nice flavor and a nice aroma as it bakes in the dirt oven. While you're by the road, you can smell it from afar. You don't need to come close by. You can just smell it and follow your nose if you're interested. And when I'm making black cake, I don't use carnation milk because it's a black cake I'm making, so I don't need to put the carnation milk. When you are making your sponge cake, you can use your carnation milk to give you that nice fluffy texture. So you all can see my butter is coming together nicely, my egg and my sugar with my lime zest and my vanilla essence and my mixed essence. So I will grate in my nutmeg and my tango bean seed. I just use half of nutmeg and I'm using the whole tango bean seed. So now I'm going to add my flour. I have just half pound of flour here, so I'm just putting it by 1 spoon. As you can see, I can mix all how when you are making black cake, but once you are making your sponge cake, you have to go one direction. But with the black cake now, you can stir up, because as the old people say, they said sponge cake is very funny and you don't want to play up with it. But when you're making black cake, your hand can turn any direction. But with the sponge cake, you gotta keep one piece. So I prefer my black cake. I love to make my black cake. So this is what my butters look like here now. As you can see, it coming together nicely. So you all can see my butter is creamed properly. Everything combined lovely and it smells amazing. So now it's time for my puncheon. I'm just going to add some. I have it already in the fruit, but I love to put some as you're mixing the raw egg with the flour and butter and stuff. So it take away all that freshness, even though I have the lime zest. So that's why I now add some puncheon, so it will combine together perfectly together and give you that real black cake flavor. It's not just only in the fruit, but it's in the butter. This beautiful texture. Now I'm going to add my baking powder before I put in my fruits. I'm just putting 1 teaspoon. I'm going to let this combine together with my butter properly before I add my fruits. Right, so my baking powder is combined perfectly. I'm about to remove my lime zest, so now I'm removing my lime zest. So my butter is perfectly now and it's ready for my fruit. So like we're heating up here now. Well, before you get into the heat, you had to bathe and stuff before, because sometimes, like when I have road trip coming, there's a set of baking. So by 1 o'clock I think I'll be up, because it's too maxi load and it's a lot of order and it take a while. So I'll start by 6 o'clock in the morning. I already have thing in the oven. And well, when you finish and they leave from here like about after 2-3, then I have to cool down, and that's about until 12 o'clock. Then I could get the bead from the heat. There's a lot of heat. It takes a while. Okay, so Here I have my fruits that is already soaked in. It's soaked in Guinness and the cat wine with some puncheon, and it's prunes, black raisin, currants, sultanas, some lime peel, and some glaze and cherry. And this is my butter. So I'm about to throw in my fruits that is already soaked in after 6 months. So I'm mixing it together. So as we go along, well, as you mix, you will see how it goes, and then you will know if you have to add more. And for those who not interested in the alcohol, yeah, well, you can also get it to be done by, I use Smalta, or I use PAD soft drink. So you're sure you're not getting no alcohol, so you're not gonna get a head. But if you want to get a knockout, you can try this. And well, some people use the bun sugar. I love my bun sugar. So I normally use bun sugar, or I buy the browning. But when you buy the browning, you still have to end up bun sugar, or else you'll have to buy a lot of browning to get the black cake. Okay, so well, the browning was already added in the mixed fruit that I have here. So I'm just bringing it together to make sure everything combined together. You don't want to have a two-color cake. So you're going to make sure the fruits go through the butter properly. So as you can see, well, everything is well combined together. So I'll just leave this here for a bit and I'll prepare my pan. So here I'm about to grease my pan. The pan I'm using the foil paper pan, because I like it to take a quicker time to bake, and it gives you a nice color normally than the cake pan. The cake pan will take a little longer, but with the foil paper pan now, it's been done a bit faster. It's cooked faster, I should say, than with the normal pan. So as the foil paper pan have a little bit of like crease through it, how it made, I take my time and grease it properly so that the butter can get into all the cracks and stuff. Okay, so it's well greased in here now. So there's no way it can stick to the pan. So it's well greased in here now. So I'm going to flour it now. It will not stick to the pan. It will be an easy thing. I'm just adding my flour to the pan to flour it. So it's well floured. This is how we country girl learn it from our grandparents and our parents. And I try my best to keep the tradition alive. So now I'm about to put in the cake butter in the pan for the black cake, because, well, as you all can see, I already floured it. Okay, so here is our black cake ready for the oven, already in the pan. Well, basically, we just waited for half an hour and we will be through. So, there you have it. My beautiful black cake from the dirt oven. There you have it, guys. My beautiful black cake from tradition style from the dirt oven, Keisha's dirt oven. And thank you for watching DeliDeli. Bye.